My nephew wants to be a superhero when he grows up. So I said, can you fly? No. You like to wear tights? No. But you want to save the world and stuff. And he said, yeah. Well, then I said, maybe you should be a teacher. Because they fight for right every day. They inspire people. The world's absolutely greatest achievements couldn't happen without them. He said, I never thought of it like that. And I said, most people don't.
Believe it's your brain and make believe this is the algebra lesson Mr. Fouts taught you. This is Mr. Vet's German lesson. Mrs. Wilson's poetry, the time Mr. Cooper taught you penmanship. See, a lot of what's in your brain was put there by teachers. And over the years, they've taught you many valuable things you'll find yourself using the rest of your life. So my point, well, anybody that doesn't give teachers a great big thanks has lost their marble.
If you want to raise your kids to be responsible and self-sufficient, there's something that really works. Garbage, and laundry, and lawn mowing, and dishwashing, too. You see, giving your kids even one chore a day helps them build a real sense of responsibility. And that's something they can carry with them the rest of their lives. Unlike garbage.
Kevin Johnson, 12 years old. Michael Torres, 9 years old. Justin Smith, 3.5. This is children's art no one wants to see, yet more being made every day. In the cities, in the suburbs, in our homes. 6,000 children died as a result of violence last year. Please, get involved. Do your part. Because once these lines are drawn, they can never be erased.
I want you to think of the 10 things you want most out of life and just yell them out at me. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go! That's good. Oh, that's good. Me too. Okay, now, stop. I'm going to show you a way that you can have all of these things happen. Pretty neat, huh? Okay, now, cue the music and that star thing.
Listen, you may not believe this. It's a very scary thought, but your parents used to be teenagers. Some were popular, others were nerdy, some were even wild. Imagine that visual. So if they ever want to talk to you about stuff, give it a try. They may understand more than you think, because they were there once. Your grandparents have the photos to prove it.
Bruises, excuses, fear. You already know what domestic violence does to you, but what do you think it's doing to your kids? Children learn from us, not just from what we do, but from what we don't do. If you don't get help, it's like saying violence is okay, that it's normal. Ask yourself, is that really something you want to teach your child?
So learn how to protect yourself and the baby you may want to have someday.
I've had the same best friend for probably all my life. We've always counted on each other, especially when we were in school. So if you have a best friend like that, great, because you should watch out for each other, stick up for each other. When someone is pressuring you to get into drugs or drinking, you can always walk away together. So help each other stay on track, because when you found a best pal, that's one friendship that should never die.
You care if some kid from across town drops out of school. I'll tell you why. Because that kid and every other kid just like him is going to end up on the streets. And maybe they'll be stealing cars or dealing drugs or worse. That's why you should care about that kid across town. So get involved in your schools, because if our kids go down the tubes, we go with them.
Say you find yourself in an angry situation, somebody insults you or something. Here's a technique I think works every time. It's called being cool. You tell yourself you're not gonna let some fool force you into cracking his skull, and then you try and talk it out. If that doesn't work, you turn and you walk away. Guess what? You won the fight. Because a guy who uses his head first has more guts than any guy who uses his fists. Peace.
Want the real facts of life? It doesn't matter if you date once a week, once a month, or once a year. Spending just one night with the wrong guy could leave you with a sexually transmitted disease. And if left untreated, some sexually transmitted diseases can leave you infertile, which means it really wouldn't matter where babies come from because they couldn't come from you. So protect yourself and the baby you may want to have someday.
Figure this one out. A girl spends an hour getting ready for a party, you know, with the right jeans and the right hair. So she gets to the party looking really hot. But then she decides to get drunk. And pretty soon she's talking stupid and looking kind of ugly and bloated. Not exactly a guy's dream come true. So listen, if you're going to do the party thing, stay sober. Because we like the way it looks on you.
A drug addict is a bum who ends up dead of an overdose. You can handle it. Drugs won't kill you. Yeah, well, maybe they won't, but they sure might kill part of you, like your mind, your love life, your ability to finish school, your whole future. The more you know about drug abuse, the more you know it doesn't always mean ending up in an alley with a needle in your arm. You see, with drugs, there are lots of ways to die.